Hey guys, this is Rosakelly. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to a new 10-minute page tutorial. So today I want to start by saying thank you so much to Erin who sent me this beautiful happy mail. And Erin does have a Etsy shop. Her shop is called MyScrapCabinShop.etsy.com, and she was so kind to send to me all of her beautiful hand-dyed seam binding, and she is also super sweet to send me a discount code for all of you. So it is 15% if you use ROSA15. So I'll have everything linked below, but thank you so much, Erin, for this beautiful mail. I love all the colors, and you're so kind to send me so many, and I think this is going to be perfect to add to our projects, especially to my beautiful secret garden collection, which because it has all of these different colors throughout the pages. And now I am thinking I can use the seam binding as little closures for some of the pages and just make this book very shabby chic and with all kinds of laces and things like that. So that is kind of what we're gonna be playing in for today. I'm gonna be using some of these for closures, but just look at all these beautiful colors and her beautiful packaging here. So again, I'll have everything linked down below. Oh, and I just realized each one of these has a color, so I will tell you which color I will be using. This one is tulip. Look how pretty, like so many beautiful pinks. You know, I'm a pink girly. I love everything pink. This one is called caviar. So pretty. I mean, they're all beautiful and gorgeous. So thank you so much, Erin. I'll definitely be playing with these, and I am super excited to incorporate some of these seam binding onto this project that we are working with. And so on the last two videos of this series, I went ahead and created for you these two pages. So this is episode 1, which is our page 1, and this is the last one that we did, so episode 2. Today we're going to be creating another fun page here, and I'm going to make a new base page. So we're going to create the page from the beginning, basically. And as I mentioned before, on the signature pages we get pages 1 and 2. So now I guess we're gonna be working with a full new signature page. So I'm going to be using heavyweight cardstock, and we're gonna cut these at 8.5 by 7.5. And I did say I was gonna make all of these pages the same. Okay, so it's actually 8.5 by 8, because I want you to mix and match any of the pages from this series and create your own, basically customized scrapbook, customized mini book, because you can go ahead and select page whichever, right, from this series. So we're gonna start with this piece that is 8.5 by 8, and we're going to score along the 8.5. We're going to score at 1/2 inch and at 1 inch. Let me grab my score tool. So along the 8.5, we are going to score at 1/2 inch and at 1 inch. And then we are going to fold along the score lines. And now we're just gonna continue working on these front. So now I'm going to cut 2 pieces at 4 by 7.5. Okay, so again here 4 by 7.5 here. And we are going to score these 2 pieces along the 4 inches at 1/2 inch. Okay, so we're just gonna score at 1/2 inch and score this also at 1/2 inch. And we're going to fold along the score lines. And for these 2 pages, I'm going to round the corners. I think that is gonna give it a nice look here, and I actually want to use a different corner here. I want something more noticeable, so I am going to be playing with this one here, and there we go. So it's 1 and 2, and I'm gonna do the same one. Here we go. Okay, and then we are going to be gluing these 2 pieces. So you want to have your score lines, which are your hinge, on the left side, and then we're going to glue one of these along the top. Okay, so we're just going to glue this one up and press down. And then we're going to glue the other one down here. Okay, so 1 and 2, and press down. Okay, so now this is going to open up and open down. Now we are going to add 2 sliding features inside of that. So I'm going to cut 2 pieces. Okay, and these are going to be 1. So I'm just cutting these pieces at 1 here, and these are going to be by 8.5. So let's see if this is 8.5. Perfect. So 2 pieces of 1 by 8.5, and then 2 pieces of 1 by 3. So just using these leftovers, and then we are going to score the pieces that are 8.5. We're going to score at 1/2 inch and at 8. Both of these 1/2 inch and 8, and the pieces that are 3 inches, we're going to score at 1 1/8 and at 2 1/4. So 1 1/8 and 2 1/4, and then we are going to fold and glue these pieces together here. Okay, and then we're gonna fold these 2 and pass them through and pass these through. So you want to make sure, and I can already tell this is wider than 1 inch, so you want to make sure you're right at the 1 inch line. Okay, so your little loop can slide through without any issue. So you also want to double check that it slides with before you glue it down. Okay, so we're gonna put these 2 pieces here. Now I just wanted to mention I've been getting a lot of requests to do cutting guides for these 10-minute pages, and since I figured they were just 1 page at a time instead of 1 full book, I didn't think of doing a cutting guide, but I will be adding on the website just cutting guides per episode. So it will be just a small little cutting guide for each one of the episodes. So I will make sure to do that before I post the video, so that way you guys, whoever wants that, and if it helps you, you can get it from the website and kind of just craft along with the cutting guide. So I will have one for this one. I will link it below. I should have mentioned that at the beginning of the project, but yeah. So I always try to just listen to your request, and if that's something that will really help you, I will be very happy to add to those each time we create a new page here. And it actually makes sense, because that way you can kind of keep a little collection of the pages per episode, and when you're ready to craft, you know which page what pieces you need. Might make it a little easier. Okay, so now here I have the 2 sliding features. Now before I continue, I'm going to add a background page. So let me just use this here, and we're going to cut this at 7 1/4 by 7 1/4. So I'm gonna start here and 7 1/4 by 7 1/4, and we're going to put this piece behind both of these belly bands. Okay, so let's add the glue and pass this through here. Okay, and I'm gonna pass this. There you go. So just make sure it goes under. And the reason why we need this piece, other than to cover the background, is this is going to make those sliding loops slide all the way down without getting caught up on those 1/2 inches that we used to glue this piece down. That makes any sense. So I always like to put a piece back there to make the mechanism go very smooth. Okay, so now we are going to use 2 pieces of 8 1/2 by 11, and I'm going to cut these at, let me make sure I only have 2. These are going to be cut at 7 1/2, and then we're going to do this by 10. Okay, and I'm going to score at 5 1/2. Okay, so we're going to score these along the 10 inches at 5 1/2, and same thing for the other one, score at 5 1/2, and then we are going to fold and fold, and so we are now going to glue these on our sliding pages. Okay, so I'm going to push the piece on the left side all the way down and add my glue here, and then we're going to add our page. Okay, and this will open to the left side, and you want the smaller section to be on the front, so you can open it like that. Okay, and then this is going to slide up to the top and down. And then for the other one, I'm going to push my loop all the way up, and we're going to add the glue here, and then this is going to open to the right, and I'm just going to now keep that up there and place this piece down here and press down. Okay, so now we have a piece that slides up and a piece that slides down. Pull this up here and then place at the center to put another picture, and then these will each open, so you can actually close them like these and then close and close here, just like that. And now we're gonna close these and close this here, and I'm going to add my I'm going to use the same background paper here, and we're gonna cut 2 pieces at 7 1/4 by 3 1/4. So I'm just gonna do 3 1/4 here and 3 1/4. And there we go. Okay, and we're gonna glue one on the top and one on the bottom, and I'm going to round the corners for each one. So for this one will be on the top, and then for the one on the top it's gonna be on the bottom. Okay, so now before we glue this down, I want to use my beautiful seam binding to add a closure here. And I love that I have so many color options to choose from and to match the color of the paper. So I'm gonna find the end of these, and I'm just gonna cut 2 pieces. Okay, oh, these are so pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna do 1 and 2, and then we are going to add these here. So I'm gonna place I have fabric glue. I think you can also use the art glitter glue for that, but I like using this glue here. Okay, so let's add a little bit of glue here and some up there, and then we are going to place this. Okay, so I'm gonna put 1 and secure that with tape also. So I'm gonna put that and then place the other one up there and add my tape. And now I'm just going to remove the tape and glue these pieces. So I'm just going to add my glue over here, and I'm also going to add some glue on top and place this right here. So press them down, and then I'm just going to glue the one on top. So remove the tape and add this piece. Okay, so I'm gonna place this one right there, and there you go. And now we have a cute little closure here, and I just love how this seam binding is already kind of like a wrinkle for you, and it just looks very shabby chic. So pretty. Look at that. So now I'm just gonna make them even. Cut this one a little bit more, and there you go. That is gonna be our quick and easy page for today. I'm going to come back and add the paper on the inside. I was thinking of putting one of these the center, but I don't know yet how I'm gonna cut this one. I don't want to cut the image in half, so I might have to print some more of these design, or I'll see what else. But now, if you are following the order of the pages that I'm doing with the design paper that I'm using, I am trying to also make the next page coordinate, because for me, I'm gonna be binding these as one final project at the end. So that is gonna be our page for today, and thank you, Erin, for sending me this beautiful happy mail. I do appreciate it so much for you sending me all the beautiful colors, and also thank you for that discount code. And again, I'm gonna be back on the next episode and work on the page here for the back. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.